I have lived here all of my life, except for 2 months. I ended up in Maine, and I'm never going to leave. This is home. Even in the very beginning stages, once I knew that I was going to lose my physical roof, that's when I felt like, I was already homeless because I could see it coming, but I couldn't stop it. There was just a series of events. I stayed home, I took care of my father, he suddenly died. And I was too sick to go back to work in the middle of a nasty divorce and just trying to pull things together. I already at that point felt like I was homeless because it was just a countdown, of the days before we would have to be out of there. My best girlfriend in the world of 30 years is a nurse, and she's looking me in my face and crying, saying, please go to the doctor. She's like, because I can't sit here and watch you die. So that's kind of hard to look her in the face and then say, well, no, I'm not going to the doctor. So, he put it on her heart to get me to go to the doctors. And I went. If it hadn't been for one doctor, it was a man, and he says, I can't help you. He said, but I know somebody that can, and he came back in with this social worker. She was the one that told me about Catherine McAuley Center. It was only by the grace of God that I went into that doctor's office. I was worried, even though they told me not to worry, I was worried about the fact that I couldn't pay, because that's what I'm used to. You can't live somewhere if you don't pay for it. So the first night, second night, was a lot of worrying about that. So I rested, I just calmed my nerves, and then started making doctor's appointments, getting my medications refilled, starting a routine. Within 5 weeks of being here at the Catherine McAuley Center, my health turned around. Being able to focus on myself and be medicine compliant and going to all my doctor's office appointments, it changed everything. I no longer needed the defibrillator. They were amazed that I turned around so quickly, but I had everything I needed. When I got here, I had a roof that I didn't have to worry about, if I couldn't afford it. There were ways that we could work through that. And all that they required of me was to go to the doctors, start following those plans. What more could I ask for? That's exactly what I wanted. So if it's actually if the way is being provided, I'm definitely going to take it. It took a while before I actually recognized the progress that I made, especially in this last year. It really felt like I had let myself down. But once I started coming back here and talking to Tracy and talking to Jennifer and having them remind me of where I started, when I got in the program versus where I'm at right now, I still have some struggles, but I've made it, a long way, and I am happy. I feel proud of myself. That's why it's so important, Catherine McAuley Center or any other transitional housing program that's like this. This is full service. I feel like a kindergartner coming home from school and showing my dad that paper and having to make such a big deal out of it. That's what I feel like. Just follow the light in the darkness. You're gonna be okay.